as we all know, this is a very difficult economy. I could walk right out here and talk to 25 people, and they would tell you personally how difficult this economy is. And the worst thing that's happened in this economy is people are getting laid off, or people cannot get jobs. That is very, very real problem for this country. At the same time, the American dream is to own your apartment, be able to live in an apartment, and of course live in a home. So all the people who paid rent for many years, all of a sudden the owner of the building went out and decided to get a loan. And he foreclosed on the loan. It had nothing to do with the renters, and all of a sudden the first people get hurt are the renters. And that's what you see all over this this city and this country. It's all over the country, and people losing their homes. The federal government came up with a wonderful program called Neighborhood Stabilization Program. It's administered by the Department of Housing and Urban Development. It provides cities with funding to acquire, redevelop vacant foreclosed property. We all know the impact of foreclosure we can have on any community here in the city and across the country. We know if we don't continue to address this challenge, as you close your eyes, it will get worse. We face the prospect that entire blocks in many parts of Chicago and also the country may be threatening our city's economic future. So today we're announcing again that the city has reached its goal almost 1 month before the deadline of committing to projects all of $55 million that the City of Chicago received in round 1 of the Neighborhood Stabilization Program. We are announcing that in the third round of funding, Chicago has been awarded $15.9 million in basically neighborhood stabilization money. Combined with the 98 we received in round 2, Chicago has received $168 million in Neighborhood Stabilization Program funding, which is more than any other local government in the United States of America. Since we were awarded the first money, the grant in 2009, we have made the most of this program for the benefits of the residents. We have selected a very diverse group of developers who are helping us reclaim foreclosed properties such as this. They are providing jobs, construction jobs, what we need the most. So far, we've acquired 343 units and 85 properties. Committed funds for court-ordered demolition of 72 unsafe buildings, which really affects the value and the quality of life of many people on 1 block or 2 blocks. Turned over 107 units and 27 properties to developers for rehab. In addition, in the next 2 months, we expect to acquire almost 150 more units with second-round funding, and we are making offers every week on properties. Our decision about which buildings to acquire are strategic, targeted to stabilize neighborhoods in blocks and make affordable housing available to each community. This 46 rental building where we are today is an example how we are targeting resources for what this neighborhood needs: affordable rental housing for low-income families. We're also focusing on areas where the city and others have made significant investment in infrastructure, housing, economic development, and education. We want to build on those investments. Our work under NSP allows us to build on the partnership we have formed through the years: public, private, local, federal, and state governments, and the private and not-for-profit, all working together to truly benefit the entire city. For example, we have worked for many, many years with Reverend Richard Tolliver, St. Edmunds Redevelopment Corporation, to help bring much-needed development in this community. They've been in the forefront. Over the years, we have worked with St. Edmunds and invested more than $23 million to create and preserve more than 500 units of low-income affordable housing. One of those buildings is next door. Over the next 3 to 5 years, we also expect to support up to 2,500 units by using the money we receive from the sale of NSP homes to new owners and from the repayment of construction loans by developers. The city cannot do this alone. Again, I want to thank Mercy Portfolio Services, Local Initiative Support Corporation, LISC, Community Investment Corporation, Community Loan Fund, our developers, not-for-profits, community organizations for making this successful. So it's a combination of a lot of people behind me and out in the audience that have done really a tremendous job. And of course, the Department of Housing and Urban Development. I just want to thank HUD for their really cooperation and willing to at all times work out for the benefit of the people we all serve. Foreclosures have a devastating impact upon families. It really rips families apart and uproots them from one community to another. It also affects the value of the community tremendously and becomes many times a magnet for crime. And that's why our developers are taking troubled buildings, turn them into safe, affordable housing for families, and they deserve it. We have a responsibility and obligation to address the changing needs of our people. They continue to need a lot of help right now in the face of this epidemic of foreclosure. Through the efforts of Neighborhood Stabilization Funds, I firmly believe we are answering many of these issues. Thank you very much.